Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Instant Replay, your favorite sports podcast. I'm your host, Zohaib Nakvi. Today is for all the cricket fans out there. This episode is for you guys who have been listening and have been asking and requesting for something related to cricket, so we finally brought it to you guys. We have a special guest. He's a professional cricket player. His name is Sami Faridi. He started his career playing first-class cricket back in Pakistan. And then after that, he joined the Canadian national team here, and he's played a couple of matches against West Indies, Ireland, Bermuda. So he's got a lot of experience, over 20 years of experience. Most recently, he was just in the Zalmi tournament held in Dubai, where he was representing Zalmi Team Canada. So we talked to Sami about his experiences over the last 20 years, and his opinion of the state of cricket right now. So if you're a cricket fan, this is the episode to listen to. Hope you guys enjoy. Ask you a question like, who's your favorite athlete? And you're going to immediately answer whoever your favorite athlete is.
Sounds good.
And I'll have fun questions that are not related to cricket as well. Like, I know you're a big soccer fan, so maybe we'll throw in, a question about Ronaldo or something. Real Madrid, yeah, exactly. So let's get started. Who is your favorite athlete?
Imran Khan.
Imran Khan, okay, fair enough. What is your favorite sport?
Cricket,
obvious. Okay, playing and watching, which format do you enjoy the most? T20, ODI, or Test?
T20.
For playing and watching?
Playing and watching.
Oh, interesting. Yes. I didn't think you would say T20.
Yeah, I thought you were going to expect Test cricket.
Yeah, I thought you were, you know what I mean?
Yes, but times have changed, and I am trying to change myself.
Okay, fair enough. What is your favorite team? It could be in any sport. Team.
Real Madrid.
Really? Okay, fair enough. So since we brought up Real Madrid, Ronaldo or Messi?
Oh, is that even a question? Ronaldo.
Yeah, it is a question. It's like the longest debate anyone can have. It's like the two greatest players in the game right now.
Yeah, Messi comes after, but yes. Ronaldo
okay,
sure.
Fair enough. Who should get more credit in your opinion? What is more vital to a cricket team? A bowler, a great bowler, or a great batsman?
I think a great bowler, because cricket is a very batting-dominated game.
Yeah.
And being a great bowler to stop having a batsman score a lot of runs, that takes up a lot of skills.
Yeah.
I think great bowler should be getting a lot of credit more than a batsman does.
Okay, fair enough. All the batsmen out there are going to be like, well, this is complete BS right now. And then just a general question. I know how long you've been playing cricket, but how long have you been playing cricket for our listeners?
I have been playing cricket since I was 9 years old, and I've been playing professional since I was 12 or 13.
Wow.
So that's a long time ago.
That's a very long time ago. Awesome. Very cool. So I know you just came back from a massive tournament right now held in Dubai, right? The Zalmi tournament. Tell us a little bit about what the Zalmi tournament was.
Zalmi tournament was organized by Peshawar Zalmi, the PSL team, as you know.
Yeah.
Huge fan following for Peshawar Zalmi. I mean, what the initiation was to promote cricket basically throughout the world.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, put Pakistan's name in good books, as you know these days.
Yeah.
What's happening? So PSL plus this Peshawar Zalmi Global World Cup actually brought so many people together.
Right.
Being in Dubai, it was amazingly organized.
Yeah.
I mean, full credit to Peshawar Zalmi in regards to that.
Yeah.
We had some sponsors ourselves. Sazo Awaz.
Cool.
Sponsored us. They took care of everything from our side,
Wow.
from Canadian standpoint. And a great tournament.
And I saw countries like, it was a world, like everyone was there. It was London Zalmi. I saw obviously Canada Zalmi, which was you guys. There's Kashmir Zalmi. There was Peshawar, obviously, which I think are the heavyweights of the tournament because they play in the PSL.
Yes. So huge, as I said, huge fan following for Peshawar Zalmi. I mean, all they had to do was just throw out an email to the rest of the world, and all of a sudden
everyone lined up.
30-40 teams wanted to join this
Wow.
World Cup, but only 10 were picked, so
Okay.
I'm glad to be a part of
Yeah,
that.
they had cool countries that I didn't know played cricket. For instance, they had a Bahrain, Zalmi.
Yes, Bahrain Zalmi was there, but few of the guys from Bahrain Zalmi were actually Pakistani first-class cricketers.
Oh, wow.
So they did have some what do you call out of Bahrain players.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so most of the teams were like that. I think Canada was the only one in which pure Canadians were playing,
Wow.
and I'm actually very proud of that.
Yeah, very cool. So I know for a fact, like I looked through and did my research in terms of how you guys did. So the first match you guys played London Zalmi, which I think was your best match where you took 3 wickets, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then the second match you had was against Dubai Zalmi, which I think you guys lost, unfortunately, but you had 2 wickets.
Yes.
Right? So personal stats. And then third match you faced against Bahrain Zalmi, which I found astonishing that you guys were scoring 200 runs. This is T20 format, firstly, which is impressive for you guys to score 210 runs roughly.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's looking at the pitches over there. The conditions were
Yeah.
immaculate. I mean, those guys have maintained the grounds, the pitches,
Yeah.
the floodlights. Everything was just perfect.
Yeah.
The pitches were supporting the bowlers, the batsmen. I mean, it was just a ideal place to play cricket.
Really? So it was even on both sides. Like, you know how you see some pitches around the world which are favorable to batsmen? It's not necessarily the case. It was favorable to a guy like yourself who's a Chinaman, which we need to get into because I need to be educated on what a Chinaman does, right? So I guess the pitch itself it favored both sides.
Yes, yes. I mean,
is great.
I played in England, and pitches over there in England, I mean, they do favor both sides.
Yeah.
And these pitches were very, very similar.
Really?
To the pitches
Wow.
in England, and I'm surprised how they maintain. I mean, it's if you think about it, it's a desert.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Having grounds, beautiful pitches with amazing facilities. I don't know how they maintain that, but
Yeah.
it was great to see.
Yeah, and then your fourth match was against Kashmir Zalmi, which got rained out, obviously.
Very, very disappointed.
Right. So tell me how exactly you guys did, how far you guys got in the tournament.
So when we started the tournament,
Yeah.
I mean, coming from Canada, obviously, in that part of the region, especially in Middle East and stuff,
Yeah.
where cricket is huge,
Right.
they were not expecting Canada to play this good.
Right.
And for their surprise, I mean, after beating London, obviously London coming from England,
Yeah.
a test nation,
Yeah, absolutely.
and amazing
Founders of cricket.
founders of cricket, amazing cricketers there, and we beat them convincingly.
Yeah, yeah, I saw the scoreboard.
Yeah.
It was convincing.
It was convincing, and all of a sudden we became like the hot favorites of this.
Really?
Cup.
Wow.
Yeah, going to Dubai, who were actually the hot favorites, the second game.
Yeah.
We actually nailed them down, and they just won by 2 wickets.
Wow.
So it was a very, very close game against Dubai, and then the third game against Bahrain we won, and against Kashmir we had to win that game. It never rains in that part of the world. And
Just bad luck.
just bad luck, and it kind of rained. It abandoned the game. We split points. Next day, Kashmir had a game against London. They had to win that game.
And they won.
They won.
Ugh.
In points, we were equal, Kashmir and Canada.
Oh.
But in run rate, just because obviously,
Right. That's
like we did pretty well against Bahrain, but we got hit for a lot of runs. Just because of that, our run rate got lower, and Kashmir qualified.
sucks.
That does actually suck, and it was.
Oh, that is terrible. You didn't even actually get to decide. Like, how far into the Kashmir match was it rained out?
We were actually sitting at a very comfortable position. We were batting first,
Yeah.
and we had 100 runs in I think 11 overs,
Which is great.
which is great. Only 2 wickets down.
What?
Yeah, and then it started raining, and we hoped that this part of the world again it might dry very very quick.
Right.
Unfortunately, it was a night game as well, so no sun.
Right.
So the ground couldn't get dried as quick as we thought. So the match
Gotcha.
had to get abandoned.
Wow. That's such bad luck, man.
Bad luck.
It never, ever rains on that side of the world. You know what I mean?
People-
Like, I've lived there, and I know for a fact that it doesn't rain on that side of the world.
Absolutely. I mean, people over there living there, they said that listen, it hasn't rained in the last 5 years. apparently, and it had to rain that particular day in that particular time.
That's insane.
It's just a T20. If you think about it, it only lasts like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
you would've-
crazy.
If we would have missed that pocket, we would have made it to the semifinals.
They should have rescheduled or something, man.
Yeah, that's what we were fighting for, but
that
rules are
sucks.
rules, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And you got selected to obviously go as the Chinaman. So walk me through what a Chinaman is for us people who watch cricket but don't watch it obviously or play it as much as you do. What exactly does a Chinaman do?
So a left arm Chinaman basically is anyone who bowls wrist spin with left arm.
Interesting.
So
spin with left arm. Okay.
people who know Shane Warne,
Yeah.
he is a leg spinner. He's a right arm wrist spinner.
Gotcha.
If he's a right arm leg spinner, if we change him to left arm wrist spin,
Right.
he will be called a Chinaman.
Interesting.
So originally, this word Chinaman, this is what I've heard again. My knowledge in this is a little slim.
Yeah.
But this is what I've heard that back in Caribbean, there used to be an Asian dude, and he actually bowled left arm wrist spin.
Okay.
And people start calling him a Chinaman. So that's
wow, that's where the name came from.
That's where this is what I've heard. This is where this terminology came from.
Interesting.
And Chinamans are very, very rare. I mean, you hardly find anyone who does wrist spin with left arm. I have some big names like Paul Adams used to be one. Brad Hogg, he's my favorite Chinaman
Sure.
in the world.
Sure.
And few of them like Michael Bevan, Simon Catich.
Wow.
But not a lot. Not a lot.
Yeah. It's a rare commodity for sure. I don't think you find a lot. What's the advantage of having a Chinaman on your team as opposed to like an off spinner or a leg spinner or someone else?
So Chinaman, being a left arm bowler, basically gives you so much advantages because you're coming in such an angle to bowl your deliveries.
Yeah.
Batsman is always confused.
Right.
And seeing that there are not a lot of Chinamen in this world,
Yeah.
batsmen have absolutely zero practice against Chinamen.
That's true.
So when you actually bowl in front of them, you actually catch them off guard.
Yeah.
And there are so many times that batsmen, I mean, even in this World Cup that I went to in Dubai, a lot of batsmen, they were just baffled where the ball is pitching and where the ball is going.
Really?
So yeah, that was some benefits, some plus points.
Wow, that's awesome. No, that totally makes sense. I mean, there's not a lot of you guys out there. Because you brought this up, I'm curious to know who your favorite bowler is in the world, like ever. Favorite bowler. Not so I get it. Your favorite player was Imran Khan. I get it, but I'm sure you have a different favorite bowler.
Oh, absolutely. It's when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a fast bowler.
Yeah.
And being left arm,
I feel like this. I know where this is going.
You know
That's
where
why
this
I
is
asked.
going.
I
Exactly,
knew this is where it's going. Because,
So it's obviously Wasim Akram.
yeah,
Like, it's,
of course.
People do grow up idolizing this guy.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Like back in my days when I was in Pakistan and stuff, like every fast bowler wanted to be Wasim Akram.
Yeah.
Me being a spinner, I wanted to be a fast bowler just
Yeah.
because I can copy Wasim Akram.
Yeah.
So growing up, Wasim Akram was my idol.
So for me, the first time I actually started watching cricket was in the '99 World Cup, and you'll remember this when we made it all the way to the finals and we lost to Australia. But for me, that's when I really I got the kit, the whole top to bottom. I was 10 years old at that point in time, and that's when I started actually watching and playing cricket, genuinely enjoying it. And the biggest, obviously, the key to that was having Wasim Akram.
Wasim Akram in the team, yes, absolutely.
He was huge.
Huge.
And at that point in time in the 90s, you remember the Pakistani lineup for bowling.
Yes.
It was incredible.
Yes,
You had Waqar Yunus, you had Shoaib
Shoaib
Akhtar,
Akhtar,
which is
that's
the
crazy.
Rawalpindi Express, as they call him. Then you had Wasim Akram,
Yes.
right? You had Saqlain Mushtaq.
Yep. Azhar
This is-
Mahmood.
these are
Abdul Razak,
legendary players.
Shahid Afridi on his peak. I mean, it's that team was, I think, by far Pakistan's best team. The 99 World Cup. Ever.
Like talent-wise.
Talent-wise. I mean, it was such a balanced, perfect side. I mean, you
Yeah.
had batsmen like Saeed Anwar, Inzamam, Mohammad Yusuf.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a phenomenal team.
Yeah.
Didn't win the World Cup. Very unfortunate. Had a bad day, but throughout the World Cup, they did actually play really well.
They played very well. Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So that's okay. So that kind of answers this idea of what a Chinaman is, which is great for me. That's more of education for me. I wanted to know, because you've also played obviously at the international level, because we're talking about international cricket. I've seen you've played, obviously based off your record, you played for Team Canada against Bermuda, Scotland, Ireland as well.
West
Indies, exactly. So maybe give us an idea of what it's like actually playing for Team Canada at the international level.
It's funny that you asked because when I was playing against West Indies, it was at King City in Canada. So West Indies was doing of our triangular series. Canada, Bermuda, and West Indies was there.
Yeah.
So I was a part of the team at that time. Seeing these big guys like Chris Gale,
Right.
Sarwan, Chris Gale,
Yeah.
Darren Powell, all these guys you see on TV.
Right.
And now all of a sudden these guys are sitting with you on a banquet on the same table and having dinner with you.
That's insane.
That was insane. I think that was the highlight of my...
Sorry, and you saw and spoke to Chris Gale as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's
impressive. I'll show you a couple of pictures
That's
after.
insane. That is insane. That guy's a monster.
He
What
is
is
a
he, like
monster.
6'3", 6'4"? He looks like it.
If not more, yeah.
Really?
At least 6'3", at
Just
least.
the sheer power that guy comes in. Does he really have any other strategy than to just smash the ball?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah, I think
no.
you don't see those like amazing strokes or anything. He is just pure power.
He is sheer power. I mean, and that's what he relies on. And the best thing about him is that he doesn't want to change that.
Yeah.
He believes in himself. He knows that he's got the power,
And he performs. Yeah.
Right. So anyone who in cricket, this is what I tell all the youngsters too.
Yeah.
If someone is trying to change you or modify you,
Yeah.
that person is not right for you.
Yeah.
So whatever you are, try to identify yourself and then, and enhance yourself in the same ability.
Right.
And grow like that.
Right. So then let me ask you this about international level cricket versus, I know you play right now at the Toronto District, at more of a local level, I'd say. Right. So what do you think apart? Is it really the competition just completely steps up when you're playing international level cricket?
Yes, I would say so because, Canada kind of took a little bit of a decline in the last 5 or 6 years.
Right.
In which we lost the ODI status. I mean, back when I was playing for Canada, then we had the ODI status. And after that, when the ODI status was taken away, then obviously ICC, the International Cricket Council,
Right.
they stopped funding as well.
Right.
Due to lack of funding, due to lack of management, I mean, a little decline in Canadian cricket. Right now, bunch of cricketers who are playing in Canada, they are very young.
Yeah.
It's very, very good that they have a strong unit.
Yeah.
They have a long way to go. Yes, we might not make it to the ODI status in a year or two, but we have a good opportunity in about 5 years or so.
Yeah. So speak to me a little bit more about the Canadian cricket realm, like what your experience has been, because you obviously played in Pakistan as well at the local level there as well. And then you're obviously playing here on the international level for Canada. Explain to me a little bit of a difference between, playing in Karachi or playing in Pakistan versus playing in Canada.
So the biggest difference, I mean, I played first-class cricket in Pakistan. I played for Karachi Blues.
Right.
My captain was Khalid Latif and all
wow.
these guys. It's
Wow.
it was great to play with these guys. So my first game for first-class cricket was in 2002-2003 season.
Okay.
In which I debuted for Karachi Blues. Fantastic arena. I mean, we played at KRL Stadium.
Right.
In Rawalpindi.
Right.
And at that time, Misbah ul Haq was quite new to the team, to the
Wow.
Pakistani team. And he was playing for KRL, against us.
Yeah.
And I happened to go to the ground early that day. And when I saw Misbah ul Haq jogging in front of me,
Yeah.
I was really shocked. I had no idea what to do, and I didn't know if he's playing against me or what's happening. But then when the game started, he was actually playing against me. And the first ball I bowled in my first-class career was against Misbah ul Haq.
And how did that ball go?
It went pretty well. I mean, this guy,
Okay.
as I said, being Chinaman, it has some benefits.
Really? Okay.
He was struggling initially,
Yeah.
but then
But then he's a classic.
he's a classic. I
Classy
mean, it's
batsman, man. He knows how to pick up,
amazing batsman, very, very matured in his thinking. He figured out very, very quickly that, listen, it's very hard for him to catch which way the ball is going. he started sweeping me. If you know what,
yeah, I totally
so
understand.
he started sweeping me, and he took a lot of runs against me in sweeping. So and then I was taken off from bowling. So so that's what big batsmen do to you.
So, are there any other big batsmen that you've played in the last little while? Like, so you have Misbah, you've obviously met Chris Gale. Any other international batsmen that we'd be
Yes.
able to tell the names of?
Imran Nazir, Imran
Oh, get
Farhad,
out of here!
Faisal Iqbal. I played with all these guys. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So it's I've been in the circuit for Pakistani cricket for the longest time. I mean, I played all my under 19s back in Pakistan. These guys,
Wow.
Wahab Riaz played against me. Azhar Ali, I got him out actually in under 19 times. He was
Really?
yeah, Adnan
Oh, wow.
Akmal, all these guys. I mean, I remember Omar Akmal used to be a very young kid when I was playing under 19 back home, and his brother used to bring him to the grounds and stuff.
That's so cool.
And now
That is so cool.
yeah, now he's one of the stars in
He's one of the stars on the Pakistani squad.
yeah, that's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing to see.
that is very cool. Okay, so since we are talking about it, I guess give me a little bit of a breakdown, if you want, about where the Pakistani. I don't know if you can even say there are stars on the Pakistani cricket team right now, but where do you think Pakistani cricket has gone? Because you have experience naturally in Pakistani cricket.
Yes, I mean the amount of talent Pakistan has. I mean, again, being going back about 12, 13, 14 years ago, I have witnessed crazy amount of talent in Pakistan, and there are so many players that cannot make it to the highest level. I'm not sure why. If there's a problem in selection criteria,
Yeah.
if there's political issues, I have no idea. But there are so much talent that has been wasted in
Right.
that country. It's not even funny. It's like my personal friend Tabish Khan. He's a fast bowler.
Okay.
From Karachi.
Yeah.
This guy has been playing first class since have been playing first class. I moved to Canada, and he still continued playing first class, and he's got about 450 first class wickets as being a fast bowler, and still did not get an opportunity to play for Pakistan as of yet. I wonder why. So so these are certain things that I don't agree with. I think politically a lot of things take over the selection criterias,
Yeah.
and that's probably why we're not equipped with stars at the moment in the team. I mean, back in the days things were not good, but people were highly talented,
Right.
like Wasim Akram and Inzamam
Of
and
course.
stuff.
Of course.
And we're not seeing any other Wasim Akrams and Inzamams coming through, and
Yeah.
it has a lot to do with domestic structure as well. I mean, our
Do you
domestic
feel like the fact that there's not like cricket isn't being played in Pakistan having a big role on kids wanting to go out and actually go play cricket? Do you feel like that's a big
huge,
impetus?
huge.
Yeah.
Why I say that is because I mean, just think about it. You have home advantage. Pakistan does not have home advantage
Ever
in the
Dubai
past.
pretty
Yeah,
much
it's Dubai.
if they want home advantage.
But the worst thing in Dubai is, I mean, again, amazing facilities, everything, but Pakistani domestic cricketers are playing in Pakistan,
Yeah.
right? They're not playing in Dubai,
Right.
right? So even if you say Dubai is the closest place and Dubai is our home ground or whatever, if Dubai is our home ground, then PCB needs to start spending some more money, take the whole domestic structure and
move
put
it
it toward in Dubai.
Right.
So that people start playing in Dubai, and then you start calling it a home ground.
Right.
Then it makes sense. But right now, if you're playing in Pakistan, there's no team that is allowed to come to Pakistan, or they wish not to come to Pakistan.
Yeah.
And then you go to Dubai saying that this is our home ground. Obviously, things are different.
Of course.
Right?
Of
Grounds, pitches, everything.
Yeah,
the
everything's gonna
whole
be different.
atmosphere is so
It's
different,
it's
right?
pretty much not. It's not having home field advantage.
True,
You know what I mean?
true,
Like
I
it's
know.
not the same.
I know.
I get it. The fans are gonna be there. There's gonna be a ton of Pakistanis in the crowd and stuff. But if the pitch isn't the same as Pakistani pitches, which they're not, right? It's not gonna be the same for the players, which is all that really matters.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with this fact. I mean, it's either this or PCB needs to spend again some money
Right.
towards identifying the real talent in domestic structure and sending those players out to England, Australia, send them somewhere so that they get the maximum amount of exposure.
Right.
Because them playing in Pakistan is not benefiting them. This is unless cricket is brought to Pakistan again.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally understand. And then you look at teams like Australia, which Pakistan just had a series with, Test and ODI, And you look at that series, and Australia just dominated. They know their pitches obviously extremely well.
Absolutely.
You look at India. India's having series as well, and India is dominating those series. I think they're playing Bangladesh right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're dominating those series. And, obviously India knows their pitches the best.
That's
so
true.
Naturally, they have a home field advantage. All these guys have a home field advantage.
Every one of them. And this is where Pakistan is lacking. And yet Pakistan does pretty well. I mean, considering those facts, we are still surviving somehow.
Yeah.
And it baffles me how we are still surviving. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, not having, just imagine India not playing in India.
Right.
What will happen to them? Right,
Yeah,
Australia not playing in Australia ever.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. I think PCB needs to make a huge step here. Either bring cricket back home. If not, then start spending money and start sending some players, some highly talented players like overseas and stuff, just to show them that, listen, there's a different world out there, you know. And if they eventually get picked for Pakistan, they still have a homely feeling playing in Australia, playing in South Africa, playing in Dubai, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. And then obviously, like yourself, your Pakistani talent played first class cricket, moved to Canada. Do you find that you've found other players doing similar things where they're moving to other nations? For instance, Canada. In your team, are there Pakistani-born players that played first-class cricket and now have come to Canada?
Yes, a lot of them actually. It's crazy because the amount of talent in Pakistan.
Yeah.
That cricket cannot accommodate everyone.
Right.
Right. So people who really, really want to be serious with cricket, they try to explore different countries.
Right. Of course.
Right. I mean, if not Canada, I mean, yeah, a lot of people didn't know that Canadian cricketers had a team, but they go to places like UAE.
Yeah.
They go to places like even England. I mean, England. Look at South Africa. Imran Tahir.
Right.
Right. Imran Tahir is Pakistani. Right. And look at Muin Ali. Look at all these
absolutely.
guys.
All
Adil
those
Rashid
guys.
from England. Right. So all these guys, what they have done is they've seen that, listen, there's not a lot of opportunity in Pakistan.
Yeah.
They need to explore elsewhere, and they're successful.
Right. Totally agree with you. So then let me read this, because I know you recently got this award for the Toronto District Cricket Association. It's for the Super 6 division and the 50 over format. I've done my research, as you can tell.
I can see.
Clearly.
Wow, that's crazy.
You took 21 wickets in 10 matches.
Yes, that was
That is impressive, man.
one of the highlights. Yeah, so I was the highest wicket taker last season, 2016, for the Super 6 division. I think that had a good helping hand for me getting picked for this Canadian Zalmi team as well.
Wow.
Because last year my form was pretty decent. I mean, I could see myself fitter. But yet again, I'm working really, really hard for this 2017 season.
Yeah.
Started off good. I mean, went to this tournament in Dubai. Felt really, really good while I was bowling. Felt fitter than before. So hopefully this year is going to be better than last one.
I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited to see if you get more tournaments and you get selected for more international trips like this, like going to Dubai to face other talent from all around the world. It's a great way for you to meet other people as well, right? Like cricket-wise.
Absolutely. I mean, I got the opportunity to meet, when I was in Dubai, I got the opportunity to meet Ravi Bopara from England.
Wow.
I met KP, Kevin Peterson.
Get out.
On Morgan from England. So all these guys were coming there for PSL and stuff, and very, very super nice guys.
Really?
When you have a chat with them, yes. I mean, it's very nice, very informative. I mean, no egos. If you think about it, Kevin Peterson.
He's
a legend in cricket.
He's a legend,
right? So
man. Wow.
I had a different perception of KP before.
Yeah.
When I used to see his pictures or videos and stuff off the field, and I thought he was a very egoistic man, but very, very down to earth.
Really?
Yeah, very, to my surprise, very, very good man.
Well, that's awesome, man. That sounds awesome. And, hopefully, I don't know if, is Zalmi like a yearly thing, do you think?
Yes, so this is what I've heard. They are most likely going to schedule something next year in England this time.
Oh, that's cool.
Instead of Dubai. This is something that I heard.
Okay.
Nothing official yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be either England or Australia.
Oh, that would be cool either way.
Either way, I mean, cricket playing nations.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to represent Canada again in one of these tournaments. It's a great exposure for especially for players like me. I mean, as you know, Canada. I mean, your full-time job is something else, and then
Yeah.
you play cricket.
Exactly.
And so you kind of lose track where your fitness is, where your game is going and stuff, and your professionalism kind of mellows down a little.
Right.
But these kind of tournaments, they revive you so much.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, I came back with a very, very different energy.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
And yeah, just want to play more cricket now.
Kind of just motivates you again, right? Like
Oh,
you see, and
100%.
especially in your guys' case, because you get to see other nations compete against each other, and you can actually put yourself against a measuring stick
That's
and be
true.
like, oh, this is where I'm at.
That is
You
true.
know, and
That
then
is so
I need to
true.
do this to get much better. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
I mean-
And so yeah, no, that sounds exciting, man. 2017 looks like a very exciting year for you.
Very, very exciting year for me. I mean, I'm excited to have a nice little team because I play for Mississauga Ramblers here in Canada.
Yeah.
And very, very supportive guys. They have been backing me ever since. 2017 season will hopefully, inshallah, start with them.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens.
Oh man, wish you the best of luck in the 2017 season. Hopefully, we get to see you play in Australia or England next year.
I hope so.
That would be fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Instant Replay, Sami. We really appreciate you coming out, sharing your thoughts and your experiences. I'm baffled. Like, I've known you for pretty much my whole life. So I'm baffled by the fact that you've met all these individuals and you've played, with Misbah, you've met KP, Chris Gale, all these guys who I see on the TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's baffling that you've actually, sat down with them and walked around with them, had chats with them, and played with them in certain extents. So
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
very cool to see.
It was very surprising for me as well. I mean, I was shocked the same way as you are shocked right now hearing
Yeah,
these things.
as a fan.
As a fan, I mean, it's a very, very amazing experience. It's I mean, every cricketer's dream, I must say, to see players that you idolize and to meet them, play against them, play with them.
Right.
So fantastic experience. My career so far has been, mashallah, very, very good.
That's fantastic, man. Hopefully it continues in the new year, and hopefully we get to see you play in the next Zalmi tournament as well.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, everyone, that's all we have for this week's episode. We thank Sami for obviously coming onto the podcast and sharing his wonderful experiences with us. We learned a lot about cricket here from him, and we wish him nothing but the best in the future. That being said, this episode is a wrap. Take care, guys. Peace.